Hey, what's up guys? Hardleg Joe here with the What a Deck profile for the ABC Gadget Beatdown deck. I'm going to go over everything that's in here, and then I'll explain how it works. So we have 3 A Assault Core, 3 Reflect Bounder, 3 Gold Gadget, 3 B Buster Drake, 3 Silver Gadget, 3 C Crush Wyvern. Those are your monsters for spells: 1 Raigeki, 2 Dark Hole, 1 Upstart Goblin, 3 Terraforming, 3 Twin Twister, 3 Solidarity, and 3 Union Hanger. For traps, 3 Painful Escape, and 3 Ultimate Providence. For the extra deck, we have 3 ABC Dragon Buster, 1 number S39 Utopia the Lightning, 1 Dark Rebellion Ixie Dragon, 1 Utopia, 1 Constellar Omega, 2 Gear Gigan X, 1 Super Quantal Mech Beast the Green one, 1 number 101 Silent Honor Arc, 1 Giant Hand, 1 Heartland Draco, 1 Castell, and a Gaga Cowboy. The side deck I'll go over in a moment. So this deck can do quite a few things. Obviously it's got a rank 4 toolbox because all your monsters are level 4 and you can special summon them a lot. It's also got the boss monster in the form of ABC Dragon Buster, who once per turn during either player's turn you can discard a card to banish one card your opponent controls. And it's got a sizable 3000 attack. But those are really just dressings on top of this deck's main purpose, which is again the Swarm Beatdown. Beatdown's the name of the game here. We got all these monsters. They have 1900, 1700, 1500. This is our weakest with 1200. Normally you don't want to attack with this, but the rest of these are pretty sizable beat sticks. You add with that Solidarity, it's going to give them an extra 800 attack, and almost all of these have the ability to float or search or some sort of survivability to them. So you're just going to swarm the field, you're going to go through your deck really quickly, get Solidarity, and then what you're going to have is a bunch of 2500 plus attack point monsters who, if you run into something you can't beat over, can then make a rank 4 toolbox or can then go into ABC Dragon Buster. So, unlike some of the other variants of this deck where you try to lock down or you try to go for big boss monsters instantly, what you're going to do with this is make them waste their resources with all these other cards trying to get rid of them, and then when the time is right, you strike with your big heavy hitters. So as far as the components of the deck, obviously we have A, B, and C, which together will make the ABC Dragon Buster. If you banish them from either your side of the field or from the graveyard. So all you gotta do is just get these in your graveyard. That's why it's fine to leave them on the field and attack with them. If they get destroyed, you can just recover by banishing them from your graveyard, as long as your opponent isn't banishing stuff from the side of your field. A Assault Core is your biggest beater with 1900. These are all unions, so you can equip them to a light machine type monster you control, which again, these are all light machines. If this is equipped to a monster, that monster cannot be affected by your opponent's monster effects. B makes it so that monster can't be affected by your opponent's spells, and C makes it so they can't be affected by your opponent's traps. So, in addition to not just doing the beatdown, you can also have this situation where you have like a 2500 beater or 2700 beater that can't be affected by spells or traps. The gold gadgets and the silver gadget, they both essentially have the same effect, just the gold gadget has slightly more attack. It's when it's normal or special summoned, you can special summon a level 4 machine monster from your hand, which again, all of these. And if it's destroyed by any means, either card effect or battle, you can summon another gadget from your deck. So gold gets silver, silver gets gold, you just trade back and forth. And of course, it's because its effect is normal or special summoned, that means like during your opponent's turn, this gets run over, then you can summon out one of your Sea Crush Wyverns in defense mode from your hand, or another Assault Core from your hand. So when they destroy this, not only are you getting back another gadget, but you're getting something from your hand as well, so you can fill up the field. It's really kind of annoying to deal with, especially when combined with our field spell, Union Hanger. This is another key component of the card. When it's activated, you can add a light machine Union monster from your deck to your hand, so it's search power. It lets you get A, B, or C. More importantly, once per turn, if a light machine Union monster is normal or special summoned, target one of those monsters and equip from your deck one appropriate Union monster. So if you normal summon Gold Gadget, you special summon Assault Core, and you have this out, then you're going to get either C or B and equip it to A. So it's just automatically like you can make your guy immune to spells or traps, which is pretty nice. That also means, again, if you leave the Gold Gadget out, a lot of people tend to like normal summon Gold Gadget, get the A Assault Core, and then immediately Ixie summon. But if you leave this out and they destroy it, then not only can you summon something else from your hand, but if you summon a B or a C or another A from your hand, you're going to get another equip card from your deck, and that's not only going to thin it out more, so that you're more likely to get the key cards you need, like Solidarity, Raigeki, Dark Hole, but it's also going to fill up your graveyard faster, so that when you do need to summon ABC, you can summon multiple copies of it. The only other monster I didn't talk about is Reflect Bounder. This is just sort of like a tech. You can play a bunch of different stuff. He's just another light level 4 machine. I have these tin goldfish in the graveyard. They're not light, so you can't equip stuff to them, but when this is normal summoned, you could special summon another level 4. So if you wanted to go more toolboxy, if you wanted more special summon abilities, you could probably get this out. I just like Reflect Bounder. It has some good potential to stall, because if your opponent attacks it, they take damage equal to the attacking monster. So especially against like Blue Eyes or Ultimate Falcon or some of these really high attack point monsters, it can really sort of deter your opponent from doing anything. And of course you can summon it with Gold Gadget, you can equip it with different things to make it even more of a beast to deal with, and it's just got some high attack in general. But Tin Goldfish almost as good, you're just going to be summoning out more, it's more special summoning, more rank 4s. I've also got Road Synchron and Hyper Synchron you could replace these with as well. These are both level 4 light machines, so they work with everything else, but they're also tuners. Their tuner effects aren't really all that interesting, it's just the fact that like then you can open up for level 8 synchro plays instead of just doing Ixie summoning. So if you want to make a synchro variant, I would replace the Reflect Bounders with one of these two, and there you go. As for the rest of the cards in our deck, obviously Raigeki Dark Hole. If you're attacking, you want to destroy the field as much as possible. Your Dark Holes will activate your gold and silver gadgets, so you don't have to worry as much. Although it is notable, like Bee-Buster Drake, if it's equipped to something, only protects that monster from your opponent's spells. So your Dark Hole will still destroy you, so be careful for that. Playing one Upstart just because I had a 39 card deck, you don't have to play it. Terraforming to get Union Hanger because it's so important. Twin Twister, obviously spell trap removal, and because you want A, B, and C in the graveyard, it's just added discard fodder. Solidarity, as I explained, it gives all your monsters 800 attack. We're playing mostly machines, and in the extra deck we've got Gear Gigant X and the Super Quantal Mech Beast. Both of these are machine type, so if you're worried about ruining your Solidarity, go into these. If you think you've already have game, then just go for whatever, or if you don't have to worry about beating over things. Sometimes you're against monsters that are more about effects, and you can just get the ABC Dragon Buster. And of course this is a machine, so it won't affect anything. But just be a little bit careful with your extra deck. Obviously if you wanted to make this more of a toolbox, you could also get rid of Solidarity and not have to worry about it. Just put in Tin Goldfish or one of these. For the traps, Painful Escape, tribute one monster, add one monster with the same original type, attribute, and level, but a different name. So this will let you tribute any of these to get any other ones. So if you just start out with like a Assault Core and a bunch of spell traps or whatever, you can swap it out for a gold gadget so you have more plays on the next turn. You can send things to the graveyard so that you have more fodder for ABC. It's just good deck thinning and search power in general. If you wanted to make a more competitive version, maybe replace it with Call of the Haunted so you can get some of your things back. Maybe some Reckless Greed so you can go faster. Limiter removal is also good. More spell trap destruction. Any of these would be pretty decent replacements for this. Likewise, Ultimate Providence. I went with that because you almost always have monsters in your hand. There's so many ways to get monsters back from your hand. So this is just monster negation / putting monsters in the graveyard. Again, these two, not essential to the deck. You could still beat down just as well with anything else. If you want to put a bunch of staples in there, go nuts. Only other thing I really need to mention is there is a more meta version of this deck. There is a version that's topping in the OCG, and that one uses Cyber Dragon and Galaxy Soldier. These are both light machines. With the A, B, and C, it's just equipped to a light machine monster, so you can target them onto your Cyber Dragons and stuff. A lot of people use that to make Cyber Dragon Infinity. If you just care about winning, you just want to make like the best possible deck. And also, I guess if you don't care about price, because this guy is going up like sky high. I think he's like $30 right now for one. Kind of ridiculous. But yeah, if you just wanted to make it super competitive, put in those three, maybe take out the Reflect Bounders, take out the Painful Escapes. You got yourself a good meta deck. Of course, at the time of recording this, most of this ABC stuff won't be out for several months. But, you know, there's that to look ahead of. Next week, I'll be doing... Should be interesting. We're going to negate all the summons. Until then, good luck. Have fun.